The full moon rises on another episode of Werewolf Gaming. And I know you read the title. We're talking about Mega Man. The Blue Bomber himself, Mega Man's been a mainstay in the platformer genre for not only console generations, but people generations. From the original series, to the X series, the Battle Network saga, and that one on the N64, there's a slew of games from everyone's favorite super fighting robot. I have to confess though, I've been a bit out of the loop with the Mega Man series for some time now, so I'm excited to go back in and see where the series has left off since I last checked in. I've heard that there's a Werewolf Robot Master now. No, Slash Man, you don't count. The game I'm putting under the lens this time is Mega Man Star Force. Sounds interesting enough. Let's see what the story is. Aliens? Whatever happened to robots shooting stuff at each other? You leave a fandom for 8 measly years and suddenly aliens. Okay, I'm calm. The story of Mega Man Star Force takes place 200 years after Battle Network, and in that time, aliens, made of electromagnetic waves from the planet FM, have come to Earth both as friend and foe. A kid named Geo teams up with an alien named Omega to do a fusion dance, EM wave change, and become Mega Man to save Earth from total annihilation. At least some things never change. And speaking of change, let's get to the main attraction, an optional boss named Wolf Woods. This lovely fellow's a combo between a gardener named Damien Wolf and the Ephemian named Wolf. Subtlety was not the goal here, clearly. They're described as having a hard time controlling their bloodlust, and ask for Mega Man's help in calming down by challenging them to a fight. And the moon and round moon-like objects cause them to go berserk, like what I discussed in last month's episode. I have to say though, getting possessed by an alien is a unique way to become a werewolf, but there's lots of ways in ancient myths to become a werewolf, so let's explore some of those. Getting the most obvious one out of the way, being bitten by a werewolf is the most common myth about becoming cursed, but there are other more obscure myths as well. Being born on either Christmas Day, under a new moon, or being the 7th son of 7 sons will net you some lycanthropy from birth, but not all contraction is up to fate. If you sleep all night under the light of a full moon on a Friday, or if you roll around in a patch of dirt under a full moon, basically just don't go outside on a full moon if you don't want to become a werewolf. There's lots of stuff you can drink to become a werewolf too, like the water from the paw print of a wolf, special made potions, and beer mixed with blood. In Germany, wearing your belt in a specific loop will turn you into a werewolf. And speaking of belts, wearing one made of wolf skin or the skin of a hanged man will have you sprouting hair in no time. And don't make any deals with witches or the devil, because that's a surefire way to gain some unholy werewolf powers as well. And probably get you burned at the stake eventually. The list doesn't end here, but I've got to stop myself somewhere or else I'll go on all night. Well, if there are 2 things I've learned from this, it's that Mega Man, in spite of it all, is a cultural icon that'll remain in the hearts of gamers no matter what form it takes on. And secondly, aliens are just inevitable. I want to believe! Thanks for joining me on another episode of Werewolf Gaming. Join me next time for a pathological episode. But until then, happy gaming, and I'll see you when the next moon rises.